copy with me today. Sort of reverse psychology, as you will tell by the title. They called it 12 Rules for Raising Delinquent Children. Number 1, begin at infancy to give the child everything he wants. That way he will grow up believing the world owes him a living. Number 2, when he picks up bad words, laugh at him. This will make him think he's cute. Number 3, never give him any spiritual training. Wait until he's 21 and then, quote, let him decide for himself, quote. 4, avoid the use of the word wrong. It may develop a guilt complex. This will condition him to believe later when he is arrested for stealing a car that society is against him and he is being persecuted. Number 5, pick up everything he leaves lying around, do everything for him so that he will be experienced in throwing all responsibility on others. 6, let him read any printed matter he can get his hands on. Be careful that the silverware and the drinking glasses are clean, even sterilized, but let his mind feed on filth and garbage. Number 7, quarrel frequently in the presence of your children. In this way, he won't be shocked when the home breaks up later on. Number 8, give a child all the spending money he wants. Craving for food, drink, and comfort, see that every sensual desire is gratified. 10, take his side against neighbors, teachers, and policemen. Help him understand that they are all prejudiced against him. 11, when he gets into real trouble, apologize for yourself by explaining, I never could do anything with him. And number 12, prepare for a life of grief. You will definitely have it. If King Solomon had been the mayor of Houston at the time, he would have promoted that campaign with great passion. He would have believed it with his whole heart and would have written far more about it, which he has in the book titled Proverbs. I know, you've heard this so many times before, you're tired of the statement, but it's still true. It all begins in the home. For your children, in your home. No school, no church, no police force can resurrect what the home puts to death. We don't do miracles with children, even at this fine church. We take what you provide for us and do our best to build on what you are teaching. But we can't bring the dead back to life. If you are killing their spirit or promoting their delinquency at home. Many of you, I would say, frankly, all of you, even all of us, want to be good parents. No one sits on the side of the bed in the morning thinking, how can I be a really bad mother today? Or poor father. It doesn't work like that. We just cultivate habits that lead to that. Because quite likely we were not trained or disciplined as we should have been. You want to shape the will of your kids. You want to teach them discipline so they will be self-disciplined as they grow up and grow older. You want to keep them under control. You want that, and I commend you. Proverbs 22, verse 15, also affirms you because it tells us foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. Interesting. Not in the heart of an adult, though that is true. It begins in the heart of a child. But the verse has another part. It adds, the rod of discipline will remove it. What is it? The foolishness. It will remove it far from him. And again, 23, verse 13, do not hold back discipline from the child. Although you strike him with the rod, he will not die. You shall strike him with the rod and rescue his soul from Sheol, which is an Old Testament word for the grave. You literally rescue your child, I take it, from an early grave by disciplining him. I need to warn you also that if you intend to shape the will of your children, like we're going to be talking about in this series of messages, please understand that you will be misunderstood by the majority, and you will run the risk of being reported. Because of our politically correct society, the world now has made the extreme the standard. Because admittedly, there are occasions when there is child abuse, which we hate. But because that's true, then all discipline is abuse. So says our society. Some parents are, in fact, brutal, unfair, inconsistent, and lacking in restraint. Because some go too far in discipline, any form of corporal discipline is considered against the law.